goddamn. We back again.
Back again.
Yes, sir, man. We in for another one, man. I am the Chuckster.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
here with my motherfucking people.
Okay, yes, sir. Bo Slick checking in for sure.
Yes, sir. J.O. running a little late. He'll walk his ass on there in a minute.
Yeah.
Excuse him, goddamn.
Well, you know, we always we have to have those kind.
Yeah. That's my favorite asshole.
You know, everybody has one.
Yeah.
So the flavor out late today.
Yeah, man, yeah. Hey, but we still gonna get the thing in motion, man. We here. We were just talking off air. We were throwing the word legend around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that shit ain't to be taken lightly.
For sure.
You know, when you associate legend with somebody, they're a hell of a motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got my guy here, man. He played ball here in the Gump. You know what I'm saying? I personally, coming up watching this nigga, I compare him mostly to Dwayne Wade type.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Flash.
You feel me? Every time I see this nigga play, I automatically thought, oh, we win the game.
For sure.
You feel me?
We
win the game. Say like it's over with. So when we didn't win, you know, it was a bit of a disappointment, but it can't win them all.
For sure.
Can't win them all.
For sure.
You know, we got my man's how to say it, a youth coach.
Youth development coach.
Youth development coach.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Training these young ones up, man. Hey, say the name of your program one time.
Shooting Star Youth Development Program.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
None other than Marquise Glaze in the motherfucking building, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yep,
sir.
money sign.
Yeah.
That sign. Up, not double.
Got
Got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here, baby. Man, good to have you here today, my boy.
Good to be here, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Good to be here.
Like I said, man, I enjoy watching you play ball. Coming up, high school, junior high. You know, literally, I just enjoy watching you play, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's a joy just to sit and watch this man play basketball, man. I'm a big basketball fan, man. But check this out, my Glaze. Right off the rip now, we gonna hit you with a little rapid fire, right?
Word.
With these questions, man, try your damnedest to answer with a 1 to 2 word answer. Leave it where it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Kick it off.
Not a whole bunch of clanking now. Just
Yeah, just shoot it off.
straight
Shoot,
shoot.
it'll roll off.
Yeah.
Shoot it off.
Cool.
So you got two young girls, right?
Word.
Out of them two, which one your favorite?
Out of them two, which one my favorite?
Yeah.
Well, out of the two, definitely I love them both.
Mm-hmm.
But, Caitlin more so. To me, Caitlin, she clinched to me because of that connection with basketball.
Right.
Now my youngest, she's more on the fence about, cause she got other skill set and other things. Like she do more. She took a lot of stuff from her mom. Like her mom, cosmetologist, so she does a lot of that stuff there too.
Okay.
So the oldest clings to me.
We do this every time, Glaze.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a quizzer now, right? You're supposed to be a quizzer.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Another question like that, I can't give you no 2-word answer.
When motherfucker get to shooting that shit out, we just fall right into it and get a list. Yeah. Damn, man, it's
Right.
Quick, man. So right now we're gonna hit you with the nigga.
So, Glaze, what I want to know, man, out of all the places in the world you've been, traveled, I mean, just, what do you feel like? What's your favorite place? Where have you been? I mean, it can be at home.
Definitely home. All the places I've been, you might would say just visiting. So home, I would say.
Leave right there, Glaze.
Right.
Home.
Right.
Leave right there. All right. So, being that you are an inspiration to a lot of people, whether you know that or not, my G,
What?
tell us who's your biggest inspiration.
I consider everybody family. I would say family.
I can go along with that. For sure. So, what I'd like to know is, being a man of many hats that you are, when you get home from work, what's the first thing that you like to do?
One word word, 2 word.
1
Yeah.
2 words. That's it.
I'm big on I'm gonna say podcast and read.
Okay.
Oh, that's tough. That's a good one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, you that one too tough.
Right.
So, what is it about people that you hate the most? Not that you hate people, but just what about people in general that you can't get with?
Right. It's grind your gears.
Nothing when you understand people.
Shit, no. Okay. Shit.
Okay. Let's work on it.
Shit, no.
Okay. So, the greatest era, what do you feel like that was in American history?
In terms of what?
Like
That's
80s.
70s, the 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Greatest era. Well, I'll probably say late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
We'll elaborate on that in just a second.
Okay. Being that you is a big basketball guy,
Word.
to you,
Mm-hmm.
who's the GOAT? I'll make you think. Now.
Yeah.
You know he a big basketball guy. This
Yeah.
was the other day here. He think about so much shit.
Hey man, he might hit the Dikembe Mutombo.
Nah, it's still 1 or 2 word.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's everything. I mean, we can touch bases on it afterward.
Right.
You know.
I gotta give you, since it's 2, I gotta say Mike and Bron.
Yeah, that's definitely a conversation to elaborate on.
Right. I know y'all gonna touch back on that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so being that you are a man of giving back the way that you do in your profession, the things that you do, who would you rather give to, the church or to the homeless?
I like that one. Elaborate on that.
Both. Because the church is a giving organization anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're homeless or not, the church, it doesn't matter. They're going to give back anyway. So for the homeless, it's a giving because they don't have anything anyway. So it's a giving to give back to them. But you give back to the church, it's automatically, it's a good deed of giving to whoever.
For sure. God, what one you want to hit on with?
I mean, we can jump right back into it. I feel like we got to see what's going on with Mike and Bron.
Okay.
I definitely want to know.
Okay.
Why? What gives? Who gives the edge, or where where you lay them?
Man,
when it comes to that whole conversation.
Now, it's still 1 or 2?
No, elaborate. Let's elaborate.
Man, I'm always having conversations, man, with a great friend of mine, Quentin Miller. He's always. I'm pretty much getting curveball questions every day because we talk every single day,
right?
No matter what. And he asked me this question numerous times, and he's a big LeBron fan.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of both, being that I'm in the basketball realm of sport.
Right.
And we know the part that both of these guys played for the game of basketball.
Sure.
The way they give back, just the way they did things in general for the sport,
True.
for the culture.
True.
So what it boils down to this is just talent is not a thing to question for both of them. It always, when it comes down to the GOAT, because people have so many answers to who the GOAT is.
Yeah.
But there's only one GOAT.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it comes down to influence.
True.
So who you put?
It comes down to influence.
Out
Out of them two, Jordan will be one. Because here's the thing. Not only just Jordan from a skill set standpoint, he paved the way for the generation that came behind him.
Yeah.
So with that being said, he paved the way for Bron.
Mm-hmm.
He changed the game with contracts. He changed the game with shoe deals. He changed the game for just prospect of just for all of us growing up.
Not just basketball.
Yeah, it was just big in the basketball when Jordan came.
Yeah.
So just for him being able to open doors that was closed for us coming up, you got to put that guy, you know, there. And then you know, I can say Magic too, but with Jordan just being that
definitely pioneer.
Right, that pioneer, that staple.
Right.
That template,
for sure.
that blueprint.
You know the diehard in me.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go ahead and let him get it off his chest because I know where we going with it.
yeah, the diehard in me, man. Like, you know, you ain't said COVID one
I got
time. You ain't said honorable mention.
yeah,
You know nothing.
I couldn't do honorable mention. You told me I had to.
True. God damn, baby.
Mama,
hey,
R.I.P.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go too hard on that. Y'all know how I feel about COVID, man.
Yeah.
But
That's
you know, my thing with Bron is, you know, I like what he do from a fathering standpoint as well.
Oh yeah.
Because you know that's kind of, you know,
the black man all
yeah,
together.
man, just what he exuberates as a guy, as a man, as a father.
True,
You know, guy don't have no speculations out there, anything like that. You know,
That's fucking
and we trying to.
We talking
You know,
about 20 years plus.
Correct. For him to be in the spotlight that long, for nothing to come about, just think about that. What type of mentality you gotta have.
Yes, sir.
And knowing that, you know, you have so many fans, so many young kids that look up to you, and the amount of money and respect that you have, you still decide to live your life this way,
right,
and pay the way for the young men that coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So with no allegations or anything negative, man, for him to be able to sustain that over his career,
right,
man, that's remarkable.
I definitely picked
That's
that
remarkable.
up. I picked that up the same
So that's
way.
why, you know, that's why I would consider him one, like, GOAT, man.
True.
To be honest.
I see with Bron, now I did go through a hate phase
I did.
with a lot of people when he left Cleveland the first time.
Right.
You know, I hated LeBron, but I always respected the man that
Yeah,
LeBron
sure.
was and is.
Right.
You know, because you can't knock that shit what he doing outside of basketball.
Right.
You feel me? That's a real ass man.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
You feel me? Family, like you said, no scandals. Giving back to the school, to the community,
Right.
building schools.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
This
you
man
don't
put his
listen.
he
Yeah.
put his foot in a
Yeah.
lot of different shit. He got what the TV production thing.
Yeah.
Correct.
He got his foot in a lot of different shit, man. I
I mean,
respect him
Again,
just sheer off him being a man.
they podcast like we do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
For sure.
that. I mean, and that's a job in itself to where you have to step away completely from your everyday.
Right.
And your everyday is always, you know, that takes up majority of your life.
Correct.
And in basketball, you have to focus on that
Yeah.
tremendously. So, you know, just hats off to him for wearing as many hats that he did.
For sure. Excuse me.
Real GOAT, man.
Yes, sir.
But I gotta go back to when you said it's nothing about people that you hate,
Right.
you know, and that shit in itself is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Yeah.
we probably can go around the rest of the room and point,
Yeah.
and somebody gonna say some shit that we hate about people.
Yeah, you can. But when you around good people all the time, man, it's hard to really think about the negative. You know, you always can see something good in something. So everybody got something good in them. I never see the bad in everybody. Think about it. I'm never around negative people. Everybody that I'm around, man, they vibrate high. They vibrate high.
Right.
Ain't no low vibration around me.
Shit, sir.
So that's why I said, like, when you asked that question, that was a real answer.
Right.
Like, I'm rarely around people that are negative. Rarely around people that are negative. And I guess because the energy I bring to, and sometimes, you know, when people around certain energy, man, it perks you up.
Right.
Make you feel different.
Right.
So, you know, like, it's just like, man, when a man first getting his hair cut, or a woman getting her makeup done, her hair done. That's what I feel like when I'm around people every single day.
Right.
It's never a dull moment.
Hoo-wee.
It's never a dull moment.
That's
So, I mean, I'm blessed to have the circle that I do have,
Oh, yeah.
and the family that I do have, the support I do have.
That's
So,
fucking fire.
yeah, man. So when you popped that question, I said, man, I said nothing. because I'm not around those type of people.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not saying they don't exist,
Right.
but I'm just not around it.
Right. Cause man, I love fucking people.
Right.
I do. But then there's a part of me that'll flip my nigga, and I hate everybody. I don't want to be around nobody for days on end. Don't call me, none of that shit. Don't message me on Facebook or nothing. Right. I'm not responding. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. So I got to decompress sometimes from people.
Right. Yes, sir.
Just like you said, keep that positive shit around you. You ain't got to deal with that.
Right.
But that ain't everybody ain't got that situation where they just got positive people around them all the time.
Right.
You feel me? When you going to work, you got to deal with a lot of different personalities.
I mean, family,
Family, you know what I'm
it
saying?
comes from everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's
I'm blessed,
a
man.
lot of
Blessed,
negative
man,
people out there, man.
I'm blessed to have a circle that's around me.
Mhm.
But also, too, man, with me and this health and wellness as well, my every day, Monday through Friday, I'm getting up early in the morning and I'm checking myself. I
Right.
go in the weight room. I make sure before the sun comes up, I got a 3-hour routine that I do.
Ooh,
I
shit.
self-checkup. So before I even leave the house, before I even greet anyone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking myself for 3 hours. The first 3 hours of the day before I meet anybody.
So what hours of the morning would that be for you?
3:30.
3:30?
Yeah, 3:30. I'm at the gym by 4.
Okay.
I'm starting my session. I'm probably in the gym 45 minutes, no later than an hour.
Mm.
I got a partner of mine that work out with me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a group of us though. So man, like you say, man, it doesn't matter. Every day is not a day that you really want to get up and just do it, but I decided to do it anyway.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
That's
decided
hell
to
of
do
a, that's
it.
hell of a discipline, dedication.
Some legend shit.
It's legend shit. Just like here. They just really writing the book right here in front of us, I mean,
I don't be want to get the fuck up
what?
at all.
I mean, right now. And I don't work for anybody but me.
Right.
So, I mean, that's definitely dedication, man. And we applaud you for that. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to take my hat off, and we ain't even made it to the end of the show. But yes, definitely for sure.
Oh yeah, my boy. Speaking of that wellness life,
Right.
boy, I been seeing you on the gram and shit, boy. You
Yeah.
putting that work in the gym.
Yeah, man.
You
It's,
know, Glaze, boy, getting bigger than a motherfucker. My good right, he told me, said, man, I think it was last week, man, Glaze came down with a muscle pushing people around and shit, man. I was like, yeah, my boy putting that weight on him, man, that good weight.
Yes, sir.
I
Word.
can say that when I was going to the gym some years back, I felt better just in general. Like, I had the energy to be around people all the
Word.
time. I had the energy to keep up a good positive energy.
Correct.
So, maybe that's some shit I got to get my ass back into.
Yeah, definitely.
You
He
know?
tapped into me just then. It was like I was shooting right at me. It was like,
Right.
get your ass in that gym.
The gym life different, man,
Yeah.
because you got to put in time, and it ain't no only reward you get out of it is a good body and a good mental.
Sure.
Damn
So-
right, damn right.
So why not? Those are good things.
Definitely. Health is
Like,
wealth.
Yeah, so it changes your perspective too when you're dealing with people.
Yes, sir.
Because like I tell you, like lifting weights is, we don't say lifting weights. We say,
Right.
hey, it's physical therapy.
Okay.
So me and my partner, we say it's physical therapy. So it is therapy when you come to the gym.
Damn.
I'm with you on that.
Well, I ain't thinking that way.
Keep on. I mean, you
Right.
opening up gates in the brain. You know what I'm saying?
Therapy.
It tapping into
That
it.
shit make me want to do it.
Yes,
now.
sir. Yeah. I would love to go
When
there.
on the nigga thing about living weight, like, I ain't got time for that shit, man. You know?
Or just hitting
Yeah.
therapy. I'm not finna go talk to them. I'm not.
My
Ink
mindset.
splats and all of that shit.
It's all about the mindset, man.
But that is therapy.
Yeah, how you make it. Yes,
Sir.
how you make it.
Yes, sir.
You want to touch back on another before we?
That era, the greatest era in American history.
Mm.
You said the 90s and the
Late
early,
90s.
the late 90s and
Right.
the early 2000s.
Right.
What about that?
What about it
that make it the best for you?
That's what I experienced. Hey,
Yeah, true
that's
back.
when I started tapping into sports and started to learn everything about the history of sports. Learn how to walk and just enjoy the world, man. So I can't speak about the 80s or the 70s. I didn't live it.
Right.
So I don't think we know it's a story, but I know
Right.
from my time, man, growing up,
Reality.
yeah, it was different. She was growing in, came out, born and raised on the west side, had some experience in Ridgecrest, Cleveland Court growing up, when it was Cleveland Court.
Right.
So y'all know what I mean by that. Yeah. So, man, I wouldn't trade them times with them, man. That would made me who I am today.
So,
No doubt, man. But those times there, coming out, you had to be different mentally.
Yeah.
Different. So we did a lot, man. Chuck, you know, growing up, man, we ride bikes. It wasn't no, you had to be home for the street lights.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know, grandma down, man, anybody can whoop you
Yes, sir.
and tell your mama or your dad that
You
you
come
got
home
whooped
and
by me.
Listen,
And
you come home
And
and
then get another
one.
one. So, man, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade that time for nothing, man.
Yeah.
Basically, just looking at what times, how times are going now and what's going on now, I wouldn't trade the times for nothing.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of that that's missing because we don't have villages anymore to where you're able to say, hey, man, I got your son down here. I ain't letting him go through this. I'm kicking his ass myself, and then I'm gonna send him home to you because I know what he just did. I know what him and my son, whoever else, what they just got into.
But the villages they exist. I tell people that all the time. They do exist. It's just, you know, the glorified, the negatives being glorified so much. That's the only thing that we see.
Right.
Like a village start with coaches. A village start with schools, churches, different organizations like that. So the villages still exist. You know, it's just like we just glorify a lot of negativity, man. We gotta shun away from that.
Yeah.
Because it used to be censored.
Right.
But now a kid can just sign on Instagram, sign in on Facebook, and see everything. That an adult can do.
Right.
Everything.
So, I mean, villages still exist, man. They're still around. I know some great organizations here in Montgomery, man. They're doing a good job to you, not just myself. Like, I have a group of guys that's with me day in and day out. That's all we talk about.
Right.
Just shaping these young men and young ladies every single day.
Right.
So, man, the villages they do exist.
Okay.
You know, but that's not something that you like to glorify now. Like for me, man, I don't look for no awards for this.
Right.
It's something I'm supposed to be doing anyway. This is what we supposed to be doing. What you guys are doing now, this is a village.
Right.
Somebody looking at this podcast or your previous podcast, and they looking at exactly what you guys doing, and y'all the light bulb click for somebody.
Right.
One life, we always trying to feel like we can save everyone. Just save one.
Right.
Just save one. Then it goes to two. Then it goes to three.
Right.
You know, it's the gremlin. It's the gremlin effect. Though.
Yeah.
You know, you water one, and you got 3, 4 come behind.
True.
That's some real shit. I want to ask you though before we move on. We mentioned about kids that log in to see all this shit.
Right.
My kids 5 and 6, so they ain't logging this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But your kids are a little older.
Right.
How do y'all as parents try to censor as much as that bullshit as y'all can? Because when they log, like I said, when they log onto that, they ain't gotta be around you.
Right.
You feel me? So they can see whatever they gonna see. But how do you try to control some of that?
Man, I don't try to control it. I want it to come to me because right now we at the age now where we can kind of correct things. You don't wait till they're 21 and then you're trying to tell them what's right or wrong. At that time, man, a judge can give you 5 to 20 years to 100 years. Man.
Right.
So a lot of times we try to not to let our kids make mistakes early. We try to make them. We want to make it seem like we're just perfect parents. They're just the perfect child. No.
Right.
I want I tell my kids all the time, y'all gonna make mistakes. Cause some of the things that y'all doing is something that we already did, so we can see it before it happened.
Right.
So if I come ask you a question, a lot of times out of 10, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I just want to see your response.
Right.
You know. So, but me and his mom, Kim, we got a great co-parenting relationship, man.
Right.
Yeah. So it's been that way. It's been that way. She, as a mother, she has a way of how she view parentingship, and I have my way as a father. How I view it as well.
Right.
But we on the same page. We on the same page. So, and it's funny though that I give a lot more leniency than she does. was being a dad. Cause me, I like I said, look, let them make mistakes.
Right.
Like when they playing the game, I'm not that I'm a fan now, so I'm like, I'm not that parent that's like, oh, go do this and do that, and I sit back, I assess everything. Cause as a parent, knowing that I played the sport at a high level, I understand the pressure that's on the court.
Right.
So as a kid, and with Caitlin being 14, she has a lot, knowing that a lot of people put in, oh, your dad,
Right,
your mom this, your mom that.
Oh yeah, because she's a hell of a basketball player too.
Right. So the fact that she already know what's going on, you going into the game, she already saying like, oh, I don't know what she's saying, but because she trained with me.
Right.
And me and her have certain talks that not open to the public. So
right.
I do understand. I have that connection with. So, and I'm still trying to work on her mental right now. Sometimes she got that mom in her. She get her eyes get red. She be ready to run, but I'm always trying to work on that part because she tries so hard and she passionate about just the game and everything that she do. So me, I'm just trying to channel that part and meet her where she at. And understand like, hey, yeah, you can be emotional, but you learn from the tech. You learn from bad games. That's how you learn.
Right.
So watching film, seeing your body language. I ain't gonna tell you to not go out there. Why would I take the emotion away from the game that you do great at?
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's just like Draymond Green. You take the emotion away. Who do you get?
Yeah, that ain't Draymond.
Right. And then I would probably be talking about a different Warriors team.
Right.
So sometimes they gotta make mistakes, and then we just kept grooming them.
Right.
Just keep grooming them. But if they got something, if you see a kid that has something that make him tick it, make him go hard, just kind of challenge it.
Yeah. Okay. And it's definitely gonna be tough now, especially with them bringing in. They giving 17-year-olds $1.5 million. I mean, that's light work for the numbers that you're looking at for a lot of people.
Right.
And the NIL itself is trickled down into high school now.
Yeah, it has.
So I mean, you have to be those kind of parents. You got to make sure we all make mistakes. We human,
right.
But at the same time, you still need to be parenting for those kids because I mean, if they accept the contract,
right.
The money's there.
Right.
So after a while, people feel like, hey man, I make this amount of money.
Word.
You can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'm this type of person. I know I'm him or I'm her.
Word.
You can't tell me this no more. But I mean, if you catch it earlier,
right.
you're always gonna be able to come back to, or your child will come back to you and say, hey, I know we got this going on, but how can I work on this?
Right.
And that's beautiful parenting.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know how many people, man, that make that mistake? They'd be like, man, my child don't do this. My child, I'm just never that parent. Like, I don't know what my kids are doing outside of me.
Right.
I just hope they're doing the right thing.
Right.
And I know I'm not, me and mom and dad not showing them the wrong thing.
Right.
But we're not the only parents.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. We're not the only parents. They still got to go to school.
Yeah.
They go to practice with another coach. They have friends. Regardless of, we don't know how the friends' environment is or who raising them.
Right.
So they're still getting raised 4 or 5 different ways. So you got to always check in on your kids.
Yeah.
You got to always do a check-in just to see, how they blooming.
True.
How they blooming. Because a lot of times we look at a kid like, oh, I remember you when you was 1 or 2. You ain't 1 or 2.
Yeah.
She's 14.
Right.
14 and 12. So, hey, it's the conversation, that check-in process got to always be had.
Right. Boy, it's crazy, man. Y'all never think about, just look back at these years and think about, not too long ago, we were just fucking kids.
Yeah.
And that shit crazy. We raising fucking humans now.
Right.
I still be blown by that shit, man.
Right.
Man. And you said,
I think me and my wife do it at least once a week. We look at each other, get in the bed after everybody's done, slept, ate, homework is done, get in the bed and say, baby, we some nice parents.
we really doing this shit.
And the shit is like mind blowing. And she's like, yeah. And from there out, it's like, chin up, chest out, nigga. Let's go. We gotta keep going. Shit, tomorrow is another day, and we gotta make sure that we still being parents.
Quick question for both of y'all.
Go ahead.
So, with the way, I'm gonna say we, cause we all around my same. With the way we came up, in the way your parent raised y'all, and now you're raising somebody, do you see any similarities between the way your parents raised you and how you raising yours?
No, it's a different. Because typically, when you've been raised, like see me, I came up in a tough love area, so that kind of shaped me a little different. So right now, naturally as a parent, you always want to raise your kids better than how you was raised.
Right.
So I think that's the mistake with the Gen Z area, because we do have a lot of young parents and not a lot of old wisdom to give back.
Right.
And we did, like our mothers used to drop us off to grandma and granddad's house.
Right.
And that was our second set of parents.
Right.
And hell, we ain't had to see our we ain't had to see our parents even want to.
Right.
We know we was good.
Right.
Hell, to be honest with you, they could have dropped us off at the neighbor's house.
Right.
You know, but so now it's so much pressure as being parents, especially single parents right now. It's so much because the neighbors, we don't have a camaraderie with the neighbors, and also, you know, like you said, a lot of stuff just being scrutinized, and just from the social media aspect of things, like a lot of stuff is not safe. People like trustworthiness has kind of shone away because of a lot of stuff that's being shown around the world about entrusting people with kids and how the kids are being treated, things like that. So, man, it's a long list of things that you can think about when it comes to the aspect of the question that you were saying. But yeah, but me, man, I trust but verify.
Right.
So a lot of times, like I was telling my kids, I want to try to have an open communication policy with them. Like they can be able to tell me anything.
Right.
Whether it's bad or good, I gotta take the good with bad. I don't
Right.
want just the good information, I want the bad as well. Because it helps the communication, it helps the togetherness as a father and daughters.
I think I can, to elaborate on that part, to say I think a lot of our parents were working their ass off.
Correct.
So they didn't have time to sit down and verify. When they got home, mama gonna go straight to it. She gonna do her motherly duties, routine. She cooking, she cleaning, she making sure the house is in order so she can lay down and get ready for work all over again.
Word.
You know, it's this small increment of time that she's, you know, had for the child. And not to say that they did wrong as parents, but it was that much more pressure on them to say that they didn't have the resources that we have nowadays, that we're allowed to check in with our kids or have as much access that we do. And again, they had a little bit more help with, like I said, grandma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you dropped them off with the grandparents or whomever else that it was that they could help along with you. So, I mean, now for me, I see a lot of my mama's characteristics and traits in myself because she was hard on me. She was a single mother with, you know, raising a boy. You know, she was never a man, so she couldn't teach me how to be a man, but at the same time, she wasn't gonna let me go out here and be no bitch. Basically. So, and that's how I feel like what I do with my son sometimes, and my wife will, she'll have to get me, and we go off to the side, and she's like, hey, you went a little strong there, you know, let's try this, let's go at it at a different aspect, and we're gonna look at it in a different form. So, I mean, she does a lot for me. I mean, and I feel like I'm still being parented sometimes, but with her, having a wife, man, it's like having a second mama, and for a lot of people that don't know. So, I mean, yes, I'm hard. I'm the hard by the parent, and you know, she ain't too light on him, but at the same time, she's more of the open-minded, and she's like, hey, we ain't gonna go so hard, because in the first line of defense, I'm like ass whooping, and she's like, nah, he can't get a whooping all the time, so.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Captain? You the man?
It's your boy J.O. What's going on? Got over here? What's up?
Yes, sir.
It's your boy J.O., man. I'm in here, man. I came in with my boy Glaze, so I'm a little late. But I came in with my boy Glaze, so, man. What's going on?
Hey, man.
Where we at with it? My boy?
Just get here what you can. Just get here what you can. We're going to do what we got to do. Just going over a couple of these rapid fire, man.
We still on rapid fire? Oh, I'm on just in time.
Yeah. You know, we we stretched the thing a little bit.
Okay, I appreciate that, you guys.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
hey,
so-
before we do move it to the focal point, we gonna have a word from our sponsors. And guess what? He actually here to do it himself today.
Okay, then let's do it.
Well, this is brought to you by, A Gentleman's Touch Mobile Detailing,
Yes.
Luxury Cleaning
Yes.
Service. Whenever you do need us, we are on all social media platforms. That is Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, however you would like to get to us. That is A Gentleman's Touch Mobile Detailing.
Oh, yeah.
I like the name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I like the name.
Yes, sir. And whenever you need us, we are there.
I like
Follow
that.
my man on every platform.
Every platform, then I'm glad I came just in time, man. We just gonna jump right into it, y'all. We're gonna go to the conspiracy of the week. Okay, we're gonna jump right into the conspiracy of the week, y'all. Conspiracy of the week. Okay. Did anybody hear anything about the pigs? And say the pigs are lost souls. Say we got the pigs got human souls. It say it was a dude who was a cannibal. He used to eat humans. He say human taste like pig. So basically, when we eat pig, this is conspiracy. I want to speak on conspiracy. When you eat pig, I'm pretty sure you're a well-fit guy. I know you don't eat no pig and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When you eat pig, they say that we eat humans, human soul. They say you look into a pig eye, it look just like a human. They made you like a human, got an eyebrow, all that.
So,
Pretty hairy animal.
yeah, so you gonna stop eating that shit?
No, I've been eating humans. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating humans straight.
You can't even just let everybody know you count.
That it don't matter what
Yeah, it don't matter
you
what-
say what. I'm still
gonna do my thing.
Okay.
Nigga say you must continue on, baby.
Yes, sir. The swine is fine, baby.
This wine is fine, baby.
Shit, man. Check this out, Glaze, man. Man, with this question, man, we like to take a little dive in our guest past a little bit. And see what shaped it and molded you to the man you are today, man. And tell us all about your time coming up here. You kind of did. Tell us all about your time coming up here in the city of Montgomery, man.
Man, Montgomery has done me good. Like I said, man, my situation's a little different. I won't say different because a lot of people can attest to having a good nucleus. And man, I grew up around some really great people, man. Respectable business people, business acuteness. I grew up pretty much in a business family. So just overall, man, like you say, man, when you grow up in an environment where a lot of folks are respected around you, like you said, it's more so tough love in that environment. But they gotta shape you to be the next one to come.
Right.
So a lot of times it's like you gonna take it. It's like my granny always say, man, hey, either you gonna get it now, you gonna get it later, or you ain't gonna get it at all. So it's one of those things, and man, the bar was set high. It was like anything that I set my mind anything I set my mind out to do, I had to do it to the fullest. Like I couldn't commit to something and not do it. I had to be held accountable. Like if I tell grandma, hey, put them peas on there, I don't know how they taste, she gonna make me eat it. So it's kind of the same thing as it's the same thing as my environment when they were teaching me certain things. I had to endure it. I had to do the best. I had to just do. To be honest, man, I had to just show up. Whether I wanted to show up or not, I had to perform. I had to be respectful. I had to do things that I thought that was cool, but I couldn't do it. Like smoke and drink. I had people that I was growing up with that was smoking and drinking. I couldn't do it.
Right.
I couldn't do it because they always kept my vision cleared away from things and always had me sit on the set path to look at things a lot different.
We know you're a podcaster.
So yeah, but yeah, I credit a lot of folks, man, for me being the person I am today. I can't call no names because it's a long list.
Right.
I don't want to miss nobody.
Right.
So all I can do is for the ones that know that played a part in who I am today. I commend them greatly.
Okay.
I commend them greatly.
Hell of a
Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
everybody, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to know is that I've been wanting to know this for a little minute. Who started you on them weights, man? Cause like this nigga ain't put the weights down, so you got started. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a thing when I got out of basketball. It was something else I needed. There's a lot of voids you had to fill. Because basketball, man, when you so consumed with something that you chasing for a long period of time, and when it doesn't happen, and then you have that time, it's like you're looking at it as like a pie.
Yeah.
So basketball was like 90% of my day. So now, once you cut that 90% out, then it's everything is open. You gotta feel.
The void.
You gotta feel it void.
Yeah.
So weights became that. Like I said, my partner Quentin, like we're still close today. We've been close for almost 9 or 10 years. When we first started, he was 400 pounds. Now my guy is down about, I don't know accurately, but about 280. But he don't look 280.
So,
But just being around certain energy, man, certain guys that believe in certain things, and just taking shape. And when you apply like certain things in your life, man, it just become a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
So the weights just became a part of me. So it was something I always avoided growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't think, because we grew up in the era with AI, and they was like, man, ain't no weights.
I know.
So ain't no way to get into it. So I, it was just some things like, nah, that's one of my thing. But once I got a little older, got a little bit more mature, that's some things that I just kind of fell in.
And your daughter, you got your daughter involved a little bit with you too now with the weights and working out. What school she play for?
She'll be at Blue Tech playing varsity basketball this upcoming season. Okay. A lot of times, being with the youth like that, it was something for her, because I see, like for my daughter, she had me in me growing up. Like, well, I was a little firecracker, boy, because of the environment I was in. Like the bar was set so high, it was like, man, everything I did, I was like, man, I can't meet these expectations, but I just kept trying. Then eventually, man, I became something. I was like, okay. Because me, I was always a shy kid growing up.
Oh yeah, definitely was.
Man, I was shy, quiet.
Yeah.
I always, class clown, but I was always quiet, man. But basketball was kind of the vehicle that kind of opened things up for me.
Right.
A couple of organizations I was playing basketball with, they was like, hey man, the lights get on, you have certain performances in the game, so you're gonna have to do certain interviews, and things just started to open up, started blooming.
Okay.
So.
Well, dealing with the youth, parents, we all know that parents have to have a certain amount of trust, or just trusting people in general.
Right.
Giving their kids to you, how do you gain that trust from those parents doing what you're doing?
I do a consultation, because a lot of times, like I tell parents, I won't take your kid most of the time unless it's just a dire need, or because I always preach like the whole household has to be on page with me. That's the only way it's gonna work.
So
the kid and the parent not be on different terms on anything. So when I come to mom, I don't come to the child, I don't come to the kid for anything. I go straight to the mom and the dad. So me and him, or me and her has an agreement on everything. It's easy for the kid because they gonna follow. So long as me and the parent has a respect, then everything they gonna draw down to the kid.
yeah,
Because a lot of times it'd be the missing thing is when the parent and the parent and the coach have not on the same page, it bleeds down to the kid. So, but if me and them showing mad respect and can have a mature conversation about what's going on, what's disliked, what's liked and stuff like that, it bleeds down to the kid.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the kid will know how to handle certain situation when things come up.
So you good or stuff like that. So that means you and your baby mama on good terms then.
Yeah, real good time.
Yeah, okay then. You one of them good guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause hey, you know what I'm saying like that. Hey, listen, baby mama's not on good terms around here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, mama's not on good terms around here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But hey, you said you was a firecracker growing up, man. Speaking of firecrackers, is more firecrackers growing up?
Word.
Okay, have you ever ran into one of those little firecracker problem kids?
Yeah, all the time.
Tell me how you handle that situation.
Because being one, it takes one to know one.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, you know, it's a connection problem too. Like sometimes, when again it goes back to my story, when your expectations for yourself is so high, it's not about the kid just having a bad attitude. The kid just highly emotional, or the kid has a plan or a goal that he or she wants to obtain, and there's no failure involved.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, sometimes it might be a lash out with emotions. A lot of times we look at it as attitude.
Right.
No, but you have a mature conversation with the kid, like, hey man, why you
What's
so
going on?
passionate about that play there?
Yeah.
Man, I want to get that rebound, or man, I want to, or the reason we lost because man we didn't box out or something like that. So
Yeah.
a lot of times, man, for us, and also I'm a psychology major too, so that plays a part in with me understanding some of the kids as well.
Right.
So man, that's the enjoyment part of it though. You know?
Get to
Just
know
being,
the kid.
just being an adult, and the kids come to you and consult with you with problems and stuff like that,
Do
and
you
you
think
be able to move.
You think you cling to more of those kids that you see as more so like yourself?
Yeah, I
than
do,
the actual-
because I understand them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about understanding. We all understand. We all grew up
Right,
in,
right.
in an environment where it wasn't conducive to, but we had to deal with it.
Sure.
You know, we had to deal with it, and look what it made us though.
For sure.
You know, so hey, again, like those kids, they like I say, it's still a bridge, man.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times with us not going out connected with these kids, a lot of times we looking from afar and say, man, that kid a problem child. I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem. I see a kid that's lack a lot of
stuff at home.
a lot of attention and
Love
stuff
for
like
one.
that. So a lot of
Yeah.
times a kid's gonna do negative things to get attention. So you can know exactly what's really going on because they don't know no other way how to communicate things.
Right.
But this way, you know. But all the time you tell a kid, "Oh, you got a nasty attitude. You this, you that," they'll start believing.
Yeah.
They're gonna live it. They're gonna embody it. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, we can't look at everything as a negative. Not with these kids. Nah.
True. I heard you say you're a psychology major.
Right?
I feel like more people, more coaches especially, and more people that do what you do with the youth probably should be majoring in some type of psychology shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I think that shit will come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely go hand in hand.
Yeah, like we talking about dealing with all these different personalities and shit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to. That's why you said that shit.
Right.
That's why you said that. He just hitting it.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's all tied in.
Yeah, we asked him about what do you hate about people the most. He said nothing. Nothing. That's why you
You
said
see that? Yeah.
I got you.
There's an instant connection.
Yes, sir. But hey, Glaze,
Man, y'all gotta be careful with Glaze too now, man. Glaze one of them. He a psychology major. He a psychology major now, bro. Y'all can just let Glaze tell y'all whatever, man.
So you say he just wowing us right there.
Man, listen to what I'm saying, man.
Really?
You heard what he said? The folk told him when the lights go on,
Yeah.
you gotta be able to talk. That's it. He used to media, man. You know how to handle the media, man.
For sure.
He a professional. You gotta answer these questions 2-3 times, man. I'm telling you now.
hey, but with that, man, tell us about a time in your journey, bro, that was real difficult. Some shit that pushed you to the point where you just wanted to give up on everything. And tell us about how you overcame that shit.
Woo. Man, okay, I'll speak on it. I'll go back to hooping, since everything ties with me to hooping. When I decided that day, I said, man, I'm gonna start tapping into something else.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand this part, and that's this the reason why I don't like to do a lot of debates on basketball and stuff like that, because this part here is the most realest part that people have to understand when it comes to sport. That's why, leading back to this is something what I answered earlier about my daughter, why I don't speak to her in games, is because of the pressure that's already been exuberated in between the lines.
Yeah, the lines. Yeah.
So after basketball, post basketball is the worst. That's why when y'all was like, man, how you can have millions of dollars, man, and blow through it and not do it. Post basketball syndrome, man, is the worst, because it takes, you gotta think as men, and we grow up late because we lived through sports, man, for about 20 years before we really started to tap into the work and business life. So it takes a man about 30 years old to really start tapping into being a man. Some people, now I'm saying a vast majority of men, it takes them to about 30 to start really tapping into the maturity level and all that stuff.
Sure.
So for basketball, man, it was when that day came, unfortunately, that was the worst time for me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when you have a positive nucleus around you, man, that saved me.
Right.
Because, man, I was able to tap into other things, like tap into the youth, started doing training, started tapping into business, because I was around businessmen and, you know, people that was doing things in the community and in the city of Montgomery anyway, so it was easy for me to fall into something else.
Right.
But that part was hard because I was so tied to it.
For
I was
sure.
raised in that, you know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
I couldn't see anything else beside basketball.
Right.
So that's why when I'm seeing kids now, I already lived it. You know, I know what you're going through right now.
Right.
I know you don't have a plan B in your head.
Right.
I know your dad and your mom are saying it's not a plan B. But basketball don't last for life. Basketball don't last for life. So what's the aftermath like that?
Right.
What's the aftermath?
That's what I was talking about, man. They need to do more. When kids get in high school, like, I understand if you want to take those courses to get out, take all the extra math and shit, but you really don't need it. In high school, they need to start teaching kids about life, like, you know what I'm saying, what they expect, what not they expect, shit like how to move, you know what I'm saying, how to save your money, stuff like that. But they keep wasting time with teaching you a nucleus of math that you probably would never use once you get grown. Like, I can't even remember the last time I used a fraction.
Right.
Like, on the math I see, they should be teaching out the basic math is percentages.
Right.
So you can know how much somebody trying to get from you. Other than that, fractions and all that shit, that's square root, you know what I'm saying?
So you saying trigonometry was
Trigonometry, that shit made up. It sound made up, don't it? Trigonometry. It sound, you know what I'm saying?
But I have to rebuttal that though. I'm on the same page on that too though. But I look at things a little different. School is school. Everything ties into it. Like I always tell people, it's like 6 degrees of separation. We all in here connected through something or somebody.
Right.
So school is the same. Like trigonometry and that type of math bleeds into. You got architects.
True.
People that build buildings and stuff. So all that stuff plays a part.
No,
It's just stuff. It don't play a part in your world because
I'm not an architect. That's why I said, if you
know what I'm
want to take them courses to be
Right.
what you want to be, like,
But my thing is though, school don't have to be the only thing that these kids
learn
have to
from.
do to learn.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you guys can have a podcast. Your next host, your next guest can be somebody that deal in that field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ways to bridge in that gap.
Right.
But we just always look at what we feel like is the problem. School ain't the problem. School allowed us to be parents, to go out and work, because where else the kids will go?
Right.
A lot of times what the kids don't learn, they learn ABCs at the house, they learn it at school. So school damn good for us.
Yeah.
Let me tell
For
you
a lot
what-
of people.
Let me tell you what's very important too besides school, Boys and Girl Club.
But they opening up now. They got a lot of centers opening up.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Doing
open.
that, so.
I'm open one. Yeah. Boys and Girl Club, because I remember, like, you know,
Right.
I couldn't even catch the ball, make a layup,
Yeah.
couldn't make the team. Boys and Club allowed me to be free.
Yeah.
Allowed me to get better.
So a lot of people out there, a lot of gang
Yeah.
and shit.
It allowed me to be what I was. And that was trash. You allow me to be trash without no judgment.
There's a lot of things we can do, man.
Practice.
There's a lot of things we can do as people, man, to curb some of the questions that we do have for the youth that are growing up. Like we can start organizations outside of school. We can partner with these schools. These schools they are vocal about partnership.
Yeah.
But a lot of times us, man, we don't want to get
You don't want to get your
LLCs. You don't want to get your corporations. You don't want no paperwork behind it. So that's why a lot of times it be hard for us to get through partnerships and things like that. But man, school is doing a good thing for us, for everybody.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I want to know, man, with basketball being as big as it is
Right.
for you, I mean, and for everybody else, it's a global thing.
Right.
What would it mean for you to see one of the kids from your program become successful in collegiate level, NBA,
Right.
Overseas, anything? How would that feel for you?
Of course, it'll feel good, knowing that I know how hard the kid worked.
Yeah.
And I know for me, as being a coach, a trainer, teacher, what I put the kid through. Because basketball is 90% mental.
90%.
A lot of people talk about skills. A lot of people got the skill.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people got skill. The elite players, why they so elite over the good players is it's neck up.
Yeah.
They can think better, they got better IQ.
Right.
Ain't that they making a lot more shots. Ain't that they crossover different. Ain't none of that. It's just they know angles. They got coach on the floor. They in way more shape. They last longer than you. So if you got somebody that can do things for 4 quarters, opposed to somebody that can do things for 2 quarters, you'll see the difference. They just do the uncomfortable things better than you.
That's an
all
extra
good.
math class too, J.O.
I ain't taking no extra math class. I'm taking straight up.
Yeah.
I got a good high IQ. I'm good. I don't need
Post,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle. I ain't moving, baby. Real.
Yeah, man, that's the difference, dog. But man, I be excited. I enjoy every bit of it because of how the kid work, man.
Yeah.
So, like me, I'm tough. I'm tough on the kids. So
You tough on them dope dudes.
yeah, I am. I am. So a lot of times, because I do a plan. The kids have a plan. They have a vision board. Make sure they have a vision board, and I make them write a contract too, because you want them on the same scale as a career.
Sure.
So when we doing a business, we got a P&L, right? Right. So when you in your own career, you want to get promoted. You got a certain plan that you have for you and your family. So why not put the kid on the same plan?
Yeah, true.
You gotta teach them while they're young.
Right.
Yeah, that's true, right? Well, my boy, what's the end goal for Glaze?
Who? I don't.
When you get old, you know what I'm saying, you sitting back, can't do ways no more, you just chilling.
I don't know, man. I can't see that. I can't see that far
Okay.
to even answer that question because, man, that's kind of like a box in type question for me. I can't see it,
Right.
because I'm a present type person. Like, and I always think seconds and minutes. I don't ever think second minute. I think second minutes out. I don't think about the next week, the next day, or anything like that. So that's why I'm always working 7 days a week. Like, I don't have an all day.
Speaking of right this second, right this moment,
Right.
what's some shit going on right now out here in the world, man, that be having you like, damn, what the hell really going on?
Man, to be honest with you, man, it's so much negative that's clouding and cluttering our minds that we don't even think about just this right here.
Yeah.
For us to be in here just talking and sharing stories and just being men. Like, you don't even see this on the regular. Like, we always trying to we always trying to have a conversation about what somebody else doing.
Yeah.
So man, we just gotta respect what people do and try to live the right way. And just think about the present. Like, we can't think about, man, how much somebody got and how that person got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether that person want to give you game or let you know what's going on to how they made it, man, that's on that person.
Right.
You know? So
You know, we ain't gonna talk. We don't talk about what nobody got on here. Unless they on here.
yeah, man.
We have them
I
on
don't look
here
at
so
that.
they can talk about what they got. So we brought them on the show for.
Yeah, I don't do that, man. I mean, it's easy for me to say, man, and it's easy for anybody to say, man, I don't compare myself to nobody, but we all do.
Yeah.
Because that's like, if you got any goals to try to reach or obtain, you compare.
Right.
That's a comparison. But nah, man, I don't look at what you got, man. I'm just proud that you guys are doing what y'all are doing.
Right.
You know?
Appreciate that.
So that's all I can say. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Speaking, what you want to say?
Oh, I was just trying to put the license down or your certification, your degrees. Let me say that. Can we switch it a little bit?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know this is very heavy on us right now, but I want to lighten the mood just a little
Word. Okay.
bit. Can you give me your top 5 rappers or singers, dead or alive?
Ooh. Let me see. No order.
No order.
No order. Fab.
Okay.
Ooh.
Jay.
Okay. Yo, down south rapping now. We
He living in New
Stop
York.
trying to
man.
influence
ain't
people
finna top of
shit.
our show cause we know
Stop trying to influence people shit. He always trying to put down south rapping. Stop influencing people shit, man.
down south, where we from, man.
3,000.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The 3.
3,000. Andre. Of course, Big.
Okay.
And
Let man finish, man.
Okay.
and I gotta say 50, man.
I respect that. I respect all 4, all of them except the. Why do you say big, bro?
Because I'm big on influence.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm big on style too as well.
Big ass style.
It was
Yeah,
all a
yeah,
dream.
yeah,
He had swag and shit.
yeah.
Okay.
So he
It
moved people.
wouldn't
Yeah.
too many rocking the crew just sweater now.
Yeah, he
did
moved
what he
people.
did, man.
He moved people, and you know.
I just don't condone them creeps, man. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas professional creeps. Like if you look at their old videos.
But see, I can push that to
You
the
go there
side.
with the Diddy land.
No, yeah, but I understand that.
Biggie had trends in his videos too.
You know what I'm saying?
That
I
came from Diddy.
I understand.
He's the artist. Not
Y'all
the
understand that part, but me, I take that away, and from a lyrical standpoint,
Okay.
that's what I judge the guy.
So he
lyrical
lyrical about him
yeah,
stealing
like,
lyrics and
yeah,
he
like
stole the whole style from some fat nigga in Mississippi.
I don't know if he did, man. He getting the credit for it.
Yeah, he cheered damn sure getting.
So he getting the credit for it.
Plus
We can
that.
say that about a lot more people.
Yeah,
You got a producer,
a lot of people.
so
do that
we
shit.
don't really know
Yeah.
who doing what.
Right.
But you know,
I wish we can do that shit in the basketball world, just steal niggas' skills. Cause some niggas ain't got that hard, they just got the skills. I would have took a nigga's skills and gone by now, man.
He lived in Space Jam.
Hey, touch your ball, my nigga. Hey man, but let's check this out. So I'm glad you already had it. You enjoy yourself. Cause we get to my favorite part of the show, and it's called Facts or Yaks. And this part of the show is a small questionnaire.
okay.
Okay. We're gonna ask you a few questions. Alright. If you get it right, the person that asks you the question gotta take the shot. If you get it wrong, of course, you gotta take the shot. If we ask you a question you don't want to answer,
Right.
say yeah, and then take the shot. Get it?
Gotcha.
Alright.
I'm going first. So we made a list now, my guy.
Mhm.
So with this list, hey, y'all hear that shit? I hear
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh, that's mine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So with this list, man, need you to rank it. Like you did that top 5, but there gotta be your order. You feel me?
Gotcha.
First to last type shit. So on this list, we got your moms, we got your pops, we got your sister,
Mm-hmm. Everybody watching now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
we got your, I say your pops.
Yeah, mom, pop, sister.
We got your kids.
Uh-huh.
Don't group them together.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you got a little boo thing or not, but
Who does this right here? Where she come from?
That's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife. Okay, that's your boo thing. I was saying, I ain't never seen her before. Like, okay, this man, wife, wait.
Hold up, man.
Okay, this man, wife, wait, man. Hey, you did it right, boy. Speak up for your wife.
Look, this is a different game.
I know you walk around, you got the nice muscle, the nice brown skin man.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I ain't know. I ain't know.
Hey, when you late like that, you don't understand, you know?
Hey, but he chaos.
Yeah.
He chaos. Oh,
Hey, man, go ahead, Chuck.
Okay, so we got mom, pops, sister,
Kids.
and possible boo thing
Right.
if she out there.
Mm-hmm.
You out there? If she out there?
She out there.
Yeah. Rank that list.
Right
Most
there.
important.
To the last person on the list you don't give a fuck about. I see Clyde every day. I see Clyde every day. So the last person on the list you don't care nothing about.
Oh, so the list gonna go kids,
Okay.
mom, dad.
Okay. Damn, boo
Sister.
thing. Damn, boo thing. He must be singing. He have her. Yeah.
Everything like that.
Boo thing like
Boo thing like.
She must be a little sneaker link or something, bro. Now, you on 15 cameras telling me like she dead ass.
Nah, it ain't about that, man.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like,
It's about the people in front of her.
nah.
It's about the people in front of her, huh? Yeah, I ain't worried about it. You gotta take down the pass here too. You gotta take down this time, but on my turn, I'm gonna make sure you take one. I'm liable to make up a question.
Oh, man.
Man, I might have shot that water.
Here we go. It's on you now, big dog.
Okay, so,
It's y'all favorite part of the show, ain't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
I see you going to
Everybody
sweat. Don't sweat.
Everybody
bro. You
smile. Y'all
We got
got
plenty nigga
questions for a lot of
drunk.
people.
We got plenty nigga drunk over here.
so, we got somebody else right here at the city. Can you tell me how many MVP awards does Courtney Fortson have overseas?
Man, that's my guy.
Courtney, my boy.
Courtney still playing, ain't he?
Yeah.
This nigga go play forever.
2.
What he got it right.
Right on.
He got it right.
Right on.
What you take,
Well,
1800?
I had to check the teams. I know you had
These
to.
questions a little too weak, bro. You need to tighten up, bro.
Man.
This man a psychologist, man. You gotta.
You know,
You scared?
well, you know, I don't mind doing this portion of the show.
Right.
And I am.
It's either me or you, anyway.
Yeah. So somebody got to
Right.
do it.
I started sweating bad when I.
Okay, then. I gotta get you a shot this time.
That man 2-0, so
There you
he
go.
got to have one.
He used to winning now.
Yes,
He used
sir.
to win.
Coming in the clutch.
If Jesus is playing LeBron James, then who is paying Dwayne Wade according to this rapper? Who is the rapper? Who?
Jay-Z.
You say J Money, J Rock?
Who? First name,
Jay-Z.
last name?
Man, why y'all get these niggas these on questions, man? This nigga ain't got
I just said Jay was on the top 5.
How the fuck I'm
Yeah.
gonna know Jay-Z this nigga top 5, bro? I'm not gonna know that. You got like a
I ain't taking no shot at it.
conversation and shit.
Hey, 15 shows, man. Y'all gonna let this nigga go? Who that man used to win, man? God damn.
Oh, that nigga
What I'm
really
taking?
down like this nigga really go. Oh, he finna win.
I need some white, man. I can't take me.
Right.
Hey, man, y'all ask this nigga something, man. Let get this nigga a shot.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
I got one. Shit. I hope you get it wrong.
How many babies were born yesterday?
He might know that. You better stop playing with him. Stop playing with him.
Mom said, yo,
No, you waiting to get him matured in the count.
Count them all.
Nigga just popped out. That's a good one.
I want
That's a
that.
good one.
I want that right
Yes, sir.
there.
They got headband on.
Shit, what you do?
I'll take my shot, coach.
Check this one out. Check this one out.
I gotta take his shot because he don't drink.
Oh, you ain't gotta worry about it. You
That nigga like he ain't really. He
He
ain't
ain't
worried
gonna
about
be
it.
on this one. Just in case you do, I got you.
You gotta worry about
Cause
it.
my cup empty.
He said, "Oh, yo, yo, okay, you a drunk. We gotta get
We gonna get you
We
right.
gotta get it right.
Y'all get something.
Yeah, we gotta get it right, man.
We
Come on, Chuck.
We're gonna have you
I got
just
Come through for us, baby. Come
Got
through.
one now.
Okay.
Alright, Bernadette once said his niece sent her brother downstairs to grab a late night snack. What was the snack?
What her little bow legged at?
I know the movie, man.
Get it
What you gonna
on.
drink?
What you gonna drink, man? What you
We got one. It look like
We got one. We got one.
Bernadette sent his niece downstairs.
The niece sent her brother downstairs.
Ronnie Mac called him downstairs.
Yeah. Sent her brother downstairs to get her a snack. What was that snack she sent him for?
Fuck, damn. You know you have some in your mind. You
Yeah.
don't say it. You can't say it. Go blank.
Don't say it, then. Say yak, my nigga.
We gotta get
Oh,
one.
yeah.
We gotta get one.
Just call it that. You know what I'm saying?
Say yak, my nigga.
I want some tequila.
Okay. What kind of tequila she want?
I got it on there.
You got it on.
Oh, she got it.
I ain't got no time limit, right?
No.
I'm saying, but we ain't trying to be all.
All right.
Shit, that guess, my nigga. You undefeated, you ain't got that wrong.
Don't you open that bottle, baby.
It's for me. I take his.
What was it, man?
Then as soon as somebody said it, you gonna know.
I knew that one coming through.
Say it again, Chuck.
Bernie Mac once said his niece sent her brother downstairs to get a late night snack. What did she send him downstairs to get her? Yeah, we got one.
Man, I don't know.
They say yak, my boy. We ain't got no yak on the show yet. They say yak.
That's the one.
It ain't that. It ain't that. All right, let's do
He want to win,
snack,
y'all.
man.
That nigga want to win.
That nigga
That
gonna win.
nigga want to win.
He gonna win, bro. Not losing.
Snack.
Shit.
He gonna know as soon as we talk.
Shit. Fuck it.
Say yak.
Yeah.
Yak, man. We got a yak,
You
baby.
got it, yeah.
Yes.
The answer is milk and cookies, man. You remember that shit? You know, I know you remember that.
See, the boy ain't got to get the milk and cook.
So that one,
How did I get that one? That's the one.
That shit right there.
man, how you get that Port the Fortune one right? Oh,
Yeah, I had to think about the teams at first because he took a 2-year lapse and he came back and he went crazy too. So I was looking at beforehand. So that's how I kind of lined everything up. I'm like, okay, boom.
The Go Boat Sleep take us out strong, baby. That one.
True or false?
Uh-oh.
A black man named Lonnie Johnson created the Super Soaker.
False.
Oh, that boy so good that he ain't.
Oh man!
Come on, man. Come on.
No! Yeah,
Come on, y'all driving, man. Hold on, now. Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga had me nervous.
He
Yeah, he had me nervous, bro.
Nigga had me
He
nervous.
didn't go, what, 3-2, though? Yeah, 3-2. Still over 5. Like, still won.
You know,
Get that right.
shit, my boy. But check this out, man. Right now, we're gonna open the floor for you to tell everybody about your program y'all got going on, you know, where they can find you at on these social media sites. What you got coming up, man?
Oh, man. First of all, I want to thank you guys, man, for having me on the platform.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all got a
Appreciate
real
you
nice
coming.
setup, man.
Appreciate
The
it.
name speaks for itself.
Oh, yes.
Y'all got the right name for the podcast, dog.
Appreciate it.
But hey, I do a variety of things, but I really want to speak on the Shooting Stars. Me and my boy Dartrell Moss has. We run and directing the program. We in 7 different states. We originated out of Orlando. We brought it here to Montgomery. We collab. Man, we've been things have been going trending in the right direction. We getting a lot of positive feedbacks from the partnership that we connected with schools and daycares and things of that nature. You guys, you can find us on Facebook at the Shooting Stars Youth Development Program, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, man, tap in. Like we doing whatever we need to do, man, to make sure these kids or getting the right fundamentals in all sports. And also, man, we're open to any partnerships. Anybody that wants to come in and volunteer or get paid to do this. So we open the doors up for anybody.
Oh, y'all like look for people that like help
No doubt.
youth and shit.
No doubt.
True.
No doubt.
True. I'm gonna sign up, but I'm trying to learn. I gotta brush up on some skills and shit.
No, it ain't just about basketball. We do soccer. We tap into like somebody that might have a cheerleading organization, anything like that. That's on the same umbrella.
Okay.
We just got the blueprint. We got the registration and everything set up. So
they can drop. They can have all the son and the daughter,
right.
all that shit.
Because we partnered with the Junior NBA.
Right.
So a couple of months or so now, we got to fly out there and meet other partners and things like that.
Right.
So we got to do that in a minute. But man, I'm just enjoying this, dog.
For sure.
For sure, man. I enjoy everything that I'm doing, and I wouldn't trade nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade anything. Just hearing all the negative stuff about the youth and the fact that I view things a little different, and being able to shape those same kids or intertwine with those same kids and see something different is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you in the field with those kids and understand exactly why these kids act a certain way, exactly why these kids do certain things. I just encourage us as young adults to get out more and connect with the youth going forward. Then we'll get an understanding of how things are in their environment. Man, a lot of things that a lot of times when we grow up, a lot of these kids, man, are really connected with our same upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a conversation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Conversation go a long way from them, and that's all they be wanting.
Right.
That's all they be wanting. This is the most misunderstood generation there is, because they don't have older people that they can look up to. Think about that. It's always a peer thing.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing? Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
They're impressionable. Like anything that they feel and need, feel like it's good, they gonna do.
For sure.
And they good on trying things. I'm telling you, like, man, we look at things and be like, man, what the, man, I would have never done. But when you don't have that person that can steer you in the right direction, most of the time, hey, the person right beside you can lead you.
Right.
So that's a lot of what's going on.
Yeah. I call it the
There's a lot of what's
microwave
going
era,
on.
man.
It is.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like for right now, podcasting and stuff like this, a lot of things we can do. Get more shares on your podcast, put the vision and put these conversations out. Invite some of these youth groups in.
Right.
You know, let them have a voice as well.
For sure.
Because the connectivity is already done, man. It's just a conversation. We gotta stop riding past them.
For sure.
Saying, look at that.
Yeah.
Man, look what they doing. Nah. Man, where y'all going?
Right.
Man, who y'all some kin to? That might be your cousin.
Yeah.
You know? We just never know. I done ran into a lot of situations where, man, the kid actually was some kin to me.
Mm.
So, man, we connected to these kids and we don't even know it, dog. We just gotta start with the cliches and the negative stuff, man, and just start leading. Just stepping out there, man.
You know what, my brother, I'm glad you got that psychology major. And I'm gonna hit you with a little negative shit real quick.
There you go.
Just a little bit. I ain't fucking with a lot of these young niggas, man. Just be real with you, cause all these young niggas got these switches and shit.
Yeah.
All these young niggas knock my head off for nothing.
With the bubble coat, you can't afford the one with the bubble coat. They got the black bubble coat.
It's something.
They got the black bubble coat. Just keep going.
Man, the gas real hard.
But respectfully, they walk around with the switch because a conversation we had once before. I'm out working, we doing some pretty heavy work. And
right.
Of course, they not gonna come ask me, can they work or do
right.
whatever. But in the same instance, almost a young man walked up on me and he definitely was having a coat and it was 110 degrees and you know what that feels like in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
But he walked up on me and he say, so instantly, that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable with him saying, so I'm like, all right, he's trying to rob me.
It's a little form of respect. It's only just a little form of respect.
It's just a little form of respect. So I felt that. that. And I took that with me for what he had going on. But at the same time, the young nigga had a pistol bigger than him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And that bothered the hell out of me. But all he wanted was a light for his cigarette.
Right.
And I was like,
Man, don't be getting these niggas no light, man.
but
Hey,
I
look,
mean,
don't be
it
getting
was the respect thing to me. If I would have had a light, I would have lit it. Even though that ain't the right thing, I can't
That's the
stop
basic
this
thing.
addiction the way
Hey, boy, you got a
going on.
light? That's the number one. That's the number one line to use right before you get robbed.
Well, he
Hey, you got a light?
He-
I got you, what?
hit me with the twin.
Oh,
He
okay.
came with me.
Twin?
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talking about something different.
Yeah, you choking. You choking.
He said, so you know what I'm saying? I felt like he had a little respect for what we had going on.
Yeah.
And like I said, we definitely gotta acknowledge them more.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't stray away from what they got going on.
Yeah, that's
true.
why
We do see it with it.
True. It's wild that y'all said that though, because just yesterday, I swear to God, I had a young one ask me, he was like, hey Chuck, man, let me come help on the podcast with something. I just need something to do.
Right.
You feel me? I just hit him with the call me tomorrow type shit.
Yeah.
I want to get away from him at that time, but
Yeah.
I do probably need to
Yeah,
go
'cause
back. You know what I'm saying? Go back to
I have a
some
lot of kids come from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They'll come upstairs and be like, hey man, what y'all doing? Tell them step in.
Mm-hmm.
Because at no point, I don't know exactly what's going on with these kids. They might have ran away from mom, but they seen basketball.
Right.
And, you know, coming into a certain environment where it's men and they're actually teaching everybody, his peers are in there listening and actually take heed of what's going on and actually doing. That make him look like, oh man, I need to go home and apologize.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like stuff like that. So that's why I never tell them no. I never tell them no.
Yeah.
So
a lot of these kids, they just looking like the young kid asked me yesterday, I just need something to do.
right.
A lot of these kids just looking for something to do. You know what I mean? And whether you help them along with some positive shit to steer them that way, or you take them down the other route, they just need something to do.
Right.
You know, and go ahead.
I was gonna say, they landed out in the music too. I mean, all you gotta do is listen to it. As what we listen to right now, the young man is literally asking for help.
Correct.
Boss Richie, he's, baby, can you help me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's being laid out. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the hottest songs working around the street right now.
But you ready for help?
Hey, baby.
Everybody choosing it. Nobody said,
Baby,
man,
help
please speed up.
But it's crazy how important music is.
Yeah, for sure.
Because look at the music they listen to in comparison to the music that we used to listen to now. So you constantly, hours and hours and hours and hours, you got mad at mom and dad. The first thing I can connect with is what? Boston Richard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him, but I connect with his music. That would make me feel good.
Right.
So hey, I can listen. I can fast forward 3 more songs out of that, and they're telling me, hey man, I ran away. Now I can run away because of disagreement that I done had with my mom and my dad or whoever around me. So a lot of times we have to understand these kids, man. That's the only way you're gonna connect with them.
Yeah.
Like we can't be one of those this generation. Like man, I'm not gonna get on TikTok. That's how you can learn your kid. Because the kid is like, man, we 30. Just think we 30 something, and the kid looking at us as like we 60.
Yeah.
We're just so we just that not connected with the youth right now.
Big 26 years old told me I was old. I'm like, what? What you mean?
Like to my
I'm like,
What's up, OG? I'm like,
So that's why I try to stay in shape.
I'm
and
still
hoop,
listening to
and
these
still
guys
try to
like
hoop
you,
a
my
little
boy.
bit. That's why I try to still try to hoop a little
Yeah.
bit because they kind of connect with it. So now it's like, you know, that we gotta always have something to connect with. We can't have now our generation got a lot of excuses. We do.
Now, see, when you said that earlier about the kids relying on their peers to learn from, that's what we went through. Because we didn't have adult peers. Like these kids these days, they have adult peers that they can actually learn from. Back then, we had it. The grown folk was separate from the kids. They always, y'all get out of our face, go do this, go do that. You know what I'm saying?
You still got a bunch of grown folks now still trying to relive their youth.
Yeah.
And that's pouring down to the kids.
That's
So I said it's like the disconnect is major now for that generation.
I'm glad you said that, Glaze, before we go, man. I just want, because we got 2 Tupac niggas in here. They got no ring. They really fuck with Tupac. Okay?
Right.
What I'm saying is that.
I'm a fan myself.
Okay, see, now this going against you too.
No.
What I'm saying is that, bro, you just said
Right.
that What you had just said again?
We had a bunch of people right now. We had a bunch of adults trying to relive their youth.
You trying to relive that youth. So in that form, like you got motherfuckers. It go back to when I said niggas from the hood when they get out, when they don't look to go, when they get grown, get money, they don't look to go to the hood. They look niggas who actually from the hood look to get out the hood. So why nigga had y'all favorite rapper Tupac? Wait till he get all this money. Now he want to jump niggas in it. You know what I'm saying? You want to shoot at me. You want to jump. You the straight hood nigga. But 2 years before anybody knew you, you was dancing in ballet.
Yeah.
How you do this?
So I can't be from the hood
And dance ballet?
and want to go do that type.
And dance ballet say
Whatever.
no, you can't be from no hood and dance no fucking ballet.
Wait a minute. Is that just for that's a are we speaking in man's perspective?
We speaking in man's perspective.
Okay, I can say because not to just put my wife's business out there, but
She a lady. She a lady. And she probably from the hood. Exactly. But what I'm saying is that when she got out the hood, I see dance ballet. I see dance ballet. She didn't go back to the hood. Know what I'm saying? This nigga dance ballet. Did movies.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you stumping niggas out in the club. How you do this, man? Like you going backwards.
I can say something about that. That's character mode.
He was an actor.
Exactly. So you're acting. You're acting. In
And you-
entertainment. It's
Y'all
acting.
base y'all image out there, actor, bro.
Yeah, but it's just
A
like
nigga
Charleston
who
White.
act- He no room problem
It's
with
just,
fake.
ain't no different than Charleston White.
Maybe it was.
And y'all go with a real no ring, this man no ring problem with fake.
It doesn't matter. But like you just said, it's
Yeah.
you got producer, you get paid. So
Yeah.
you know,
It's
that's
an
the
image.
image. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the image that they explore. So you know, that's just what it is. And
That's
you know,
just
Tupac
got it.
always he a real talent. Like he can play those type of roles.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff
like a real actor,
yeah.
bro.
So yeah, that's what it is. But we all actors.
The reason they got him out of here though because he became a woke actor. He started talking about. He started trying to be an activist
With the
instead of
Black
actor.
Panthers,
Yeah, he's still being an actor. He tried to be an activist, and when you an actor pushing this agenda, the hood agenda make everybody act stupid.
They ain't come from that background, activist background.
Right, yeah,
Mama ain't
exactly.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Nigga, mama wasn't on real. That nigga mama was a dope here. You talking about an actor?
So his stepdad and all that went in that shit.
Black Panther.
Black Panther, baby.
He ain't come from that background.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you like this, fool. Okay, I'm gonna use Wolfpack for example. Wolfpack. Okay, we've been doing this shit about 10, 12 years. You got Wolfpack members and you got Wolfpack members. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a difference. Like he can be at home ain't never talk to nobody from the Black Panther but say, "Oh, I'm with the Black Panther. I'm with them."
Right.
Okay. So what make you feel like just because it's Tupac daddy, he one of the top leaders in Black Panther?
I never say he
He just was a nigga who just was claiming Black Panther.
I mean, that's a lot of influence again.
They ain't go to prison for that shit.
Cause everybody went to prison. They put black people in prison for 10 years for loitering back then. You talking about some going to prison.
My man went to prison for that type shit.
Yeah, for that type shit, but they were putting black people in prison for anything, though I'm saying. I just gave you a
They
type.
still doing that today. So what your point?
Not for loitering though. God damn.
Come
Nigga
on,
hang out in the
man.
store now, Glaze.
You can do nothing and go to prison now. What's your
Nigga
point?
hang out in the store now, man. They don't give you that 10 years for loitering back then. Especially when they first freed the slave. Man, trespassing, loitering. 10, 15
So
years.
this your role in the podcast. You come with this.
Yeah, this
He's
nigga.
completely
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with all that.
Hang up.
Bullshit.
You see, I live with conspiracy of the week, baby.
Right.
I'm with all
Now
that.
you see before you came, we was
Yeah.
doing so smooth and
Yeah,
you know
man.
everybody was so
I gotta
nice.
bring that fire.
He like,
I
the
gotta
mode just changed during the podcast. Like, he get the
He
mode
walked
just
in the
changed.
door, everybody, here you go.
And there's no show that we not gonna shoot at these no rings.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really feeling like he wants to. We just need to go ahead and take him to where we got these. Let's go ahead and get it out of him because he want this shit.
Man, I'm just saying, bro. I
What
see
else you got, Hank? What else you got?
If they would just got to know ring without Tupac, cool. But then now you nigga hollering about Tupac. He hollering about Tupac, his favorite rapper.
But I never,
Tupac his favorite in his top 5.
and then you talk.
I never say he my favorite rapper.
Tupac
But the
was
nigga-
not in the man top 5.
But
No,
the
he right.
the nigga has been one of my favorites since I was young. So what they
Okay.
got to do with me getting no ring?
How old you was in 1995?
I was 5, man.
Okay. Glaze, you work with children all the time. what's the age when kids really be coherent? Like they understand 5 and old. Yeah, they
Under 5 and under.
not incoherent, coherent. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
5 and old.
Right.
You start around by the time you start learning how to write your name
Right.
and shit like that. Okay.
Right.
Tupac died, that's it, bro. How you a big Tupac nigga?
Did his music start getting played?
Bro.
Once did his
They
music
still
start getting
playing
played?
Frankie Beverly and Maze. You
I am a
I
fan.
am a big fan.
But you
I am a fan.
you get to know me like
Come
Pop.
on, bro.
You get to know me like Pop.
I took a lot from Frankie Beverly too, now. I mean, it may not be the way that I look
So
at
let
when
me
you
ask
see
you this.
me.
Who influenced you?
Niggas influence me like T.I. Niggas who want, when I'm old enough to understand what music mean for real.
Mm-hmm.
T.I. motherfucking
Why you like T.I.? You ain't never been no trap nigga like that.
T.I. didn't always talk about trap shit though.
When did he start talking about something else?
So Tupac,
When he started talking about
hold up,
something,
Tupac didn't always talk about shoot niggas
you
though.
can have whatever you like. What about
You know how long that was in his career?
Yeah, like all Tupac niggas and what shoot niggas.
No, what I'm saying, bro, what I'm saying, he asked me who I was influenced by.
Yeah.
Somebody who I was old enough to understand. Nigga, you ain't know what the fuck a CD was when you were 5 years old. That's what I'm saying. Nigga, how the fuck you a Tupac fan?
When they start making CDs, bro.
They stopped making CDs probably when you were about 10.
I know what the fuck a CD is.
You know when you were 5. You know how to put it on CD and say, hey, put that Tupac on. At 5 years old, you want to say, hey, y'all, put that Tupac
But
on.
we'll be riding around with it. The music is being played. The shit is being played.
Because in 1995, this man was hanging. This is my first cousin, bro. The music we listened to in 1995 was Raheem the Dream, Kilo ID, Shaking Your Ass shit. He wasn't listening to no fucking Tupac, man. He started listening to Tupac when he got grown.
Where I grew up at, my G? Where I grew up at, my G?
In Red Creek.
Okay, and what side on February that is?
Tupac from Red Creek.
What side on February that is?
Tupac from Red Creek.
No, nigga. So it's T.I. from Red Creek.
I was grown though.
Man.
I understood music, bro. You understood music at 5 years old.
You trying to take it to
But you
5.
saying you were grown and then still
Nigga, they didn't
influenced
stop
you and
making
you were
his
grown.
music, bro.
You saying Tupac
Until
influenced him.
I do understand your defense, but until Chuck's defense, like for me, like music I wasn't big on music until the end of my high school career.
Yeah, when you got almost got grown.
Yeah, but then when you started to tap into music, then you started to align with
Old
what's influencing you.
Yeah,
Right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because like for me, I like pop. I like pop.
Yeah.
But
you and
for me,
Chuck the same age.
but see, what I look at what's influenced me though. Who's like a lot of folks won't even have Fabulous in their first 5.
Yeah, Fabulous type.
But that's my guy though.
But see, that's your guy. You was late in your year, understand music, understand what he was talking about, man, at 5 years old.
That man said Biggie. And you keep harping about 5. I never said, when I was 5, that nigga was my favorite rapper.
I'm trying
Who
to
the
see.
fuck said that?
Okay, so when you start, what age you were when you started listening to pop?
Late 90s.
Yeah, I know, cause
Come
my
on.
dad.
5 years old.
And I didn't get a nose.
Bro,
My dad
98,
played a
97.
lot of 50
Come
and
on.
pop.
You
He
was
played a lot of
7, 8
50
years
and pop.
old.
Sure.
Yeah, my dad. So my cousin then was more so Jay-Z, Big. I kind of got on to Fab a little later.
Yeah.
But those 4 there, that's who I heard a lot. When my dad ain't finna play no Biggie. If Biggie and Pop were going there, Dad going to Pop.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he played a bunch of Pop and 50 Cent.
What about 3 6? Don't nobody know me.
Yeah. But see, my cousin played.
They hard too. They still
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I still listen to them.
3-6 brought a lot of different kind of energy. Though. It was. You could tap into that shit, but at the same time, you like, God damn.
You know, you got that to be
Step
deep.
back a
little
You
bit.
got that to be
Okay.
They got some little power.
Man, listen here. You two niggas talking about sipping? No, 6 years. Come on now, we 5. You want me to go get a little medicine and drink this shit?
Yeah,
No, they tell me on the back of the bottle. This is an overdose. Don't take but 5 ounces, 5 milligrams.
Y'all niggas, but y'all don't want to follow 3 6, but y'all want to follow pop, man. That's
I
crazy.
didn't follow
This
it.
nigga,
Nigga got grown and started listening to pop.
This nigga.
That nigga who died a decade before he got grown.
So you mean to tell me, and excuse my language, ladies, my wife, everybody.
Okay.
You mean to tell me you tell them bitches you can have whatever you like because that influenced you as a grown man?
I ain't say that song, dude. I ain't say that song. I ain't say that song. I ain't
He
say
made a lot of songs. He made a lot of songs.
I ain't say that song right there. Not that song.
Come on, man.
Don't give me.
Not that song right there.
Nigga, don't give me women to tell me I can't make lemonade.
Turn the stove down.
Hey, what I'm saying, okay, I'll give you a song that I say influence you from T.I. and you give me a song you say influence you from Tupac.
Dear Mama.
Dear Mama, okay. Dear Mama. That song can't. How that song influence you, bro?
Dear Mama.
You gotta have a. Listen to what I'm saying. That song never influenced me because my mama was a good mom.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to a nigga cry about his mom, so it don't regulate to me because my mom good.
Yeah.
My mama dad mad. You see what I'm saying? So I don't hear all this nonsense.
But you gotta think everybody's mom ain't your mom.
You feel?
So it don't connect to me.
Right.
It connect to nigga who feel like his mama bullshit. So hey, I'm finna listen to this song and cry. It connect to me. It don't connect to me.
That's all that man they say his mama
But a lot of times-
in that song.
He damn near he call her crackhead.
That man was speaking the truth.
That man
It's
said,
true.
even that's a crack fiend mama. I thought I heard. That's all I heard.
Queen,
That's all I heard. That's all Let me tell you why I stopped. Let me tell you why I stopped though.
No, don't do that.
Let me tell you why I stopped though.
Nowadays, that's clickbait. Don't do that shit.
Let me tell you why I
Don't
stopped
give me
though.
half for the
This is
no
the reason I
serious,
stopped,
son.
right? Because
They finna get confused.
any one of us, where we from,
Yeah.
and we go to any store, any neighborhood, and we see a bitch that's a crackhead, we ain't finna say, oh, that's a black queen. We gonna move the fuck from around. He called her queen because that was his mom. You ain't finna call no crackhead, no queen. You ain't finna go to no store and see no crackhead smoking crack say, oh, good, come on, black queen, I got you. No, you ain't.
That's somebody's black queen.
Exactly. That's why I said don't connect to me because it's his mama. My mama good. My mama wasn't on crack. She was a black queen. She wasn't on crack.
If you want me to connect with Tupac, let me tell you. At that time, when I first started really fucking with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm probably younger than everybody sitting at the table.
Okay.
So when the shit really came to me, it came from my daddy, in which who wasn't really around. But you know what I'm saying? When I heard this shit, the nigga was playing I Get Around. It sounded good.
It connected to you by your dad was never around. And he get around. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, fool. It connected with you. It connected with you.
I was just telling where it happened.
It connected with you, bro. That shit don't connect with
Yeah, well,
me.
we can make an artist though.
For sure.
We can.
Their mama, like for me, I like the substitute word. I know my mom wasn't a crack for me.
Yeah.
Right.
But he said some things in there that connected with me and my mom.
And
So
you make it
that's
your
why you
own.
can decipher through the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Exactly.
Like for T.I., what song influenced you?
Oh,
You can have whatever you want.
no, you don't know me.
So you don't know me, you know, because
When you see me in the street,
but see, look,
You
but see,
know me.
But see, for
Real.
real,
Real
you embodied that persona. But he embodied that his persona is as if like he misunderstood. So Raheem always been like that. So for a song like that, it gonna resonate with him because
I always feel like you don't know me.
How people view you. How people view him ain't him.
that's your degree talk.
So
that
you gonna
said,
talk
you
to
don't know me.
me?
He looking at niggas like, fuck you. I want you to know me.
Yeah.
No, he basically
But
brought
I
it
kind
down.
of grew up with him.
Yeah, he know.
So I know, like Raheem, he gon' if some people gonna step up, like we always like growing up, Raheem gonna let you know who he is.
Right.
He gonna definitely let you know who he is. So he gonna start off, yo, what's up, bro? But soon hey man, look, it ain't finna be nothing. It ain't that type of party.
You don't know me, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But he always been a guy that been misunderstood. For that song to resonate with him, I understand wholeheartedly why that song resonate with him.
And Get Around, I don't understand wholeheartedly why that song resonated with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, your turn.
My turn.
Which one of them resonated with you?
I agree with the Dear Mama.
Oh, you agree with that?
I agree. So what about real quick? Stan, Eminem. You with that?
It was a good song, but it didn't resonate to me. I ain't had no
You ain't
feelings
made
at
that
that time.
connection where my man just said, what you say about the nigga?
What?
He misunderstood type
Yeah, he
shit.
misunderstood.
So Stan was already misunderstood.
But
So that
that song was most about a fan, a crazy fan though, for real.
But he was very misunderstood.
But that misunderstoodness is what should connect you to that
Right.
song.
That nigga ain't misunderstood. That nigga just ain't brought it back in time. Stan was in a rush. And you listen to the song, Stan wrote all them letters and did all that shit, and Eminem wrote back at the end. That was so it wasn't no misunderstood. He didn't get a man time to understand him. He wrote all them letters, said all that shit, and at the end Eminem wrote them back, but it was too late. Stan had already jumped all the green
Stan
with the
wasn't
watch.
just misunderstood by Eminem. He was misunderstood in
By
life.
word, right.
In life, my brother.
Damn,
Come on, man,
that
you
one
gotta
song?
read between. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, what? He didn't kill himself just
Y'all
because
made
he
Stan.
did.
Y'all made Stan a real person, didn't
I mean,
Come on, man.
you? You forgot Stan was a metaphor now.
very-
For a crazy fan.
For Eminem.
For a crazy fan for Eminem.
But you supposed to You're supposed to read between them lines, my nigga.
I read.
You know you, man.
See, it's so easy to be misunderstanding, man.
Yeah.
See, but just by we talking about a song. He on this frequency. He on this frequency. Like
You feel
it's
me?
so easy to be like not on the same page and we don't even look at it that way.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like you said, what resonate with you, and it don't resonate with each other. It's okay though.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to have a dialogue like this because but doing this right here, you still get an understanding within each other.
For sure.
Mhm.
I know how Chuck think. I know how Raheem think now.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's a part that that's just what it is. Like everything don't mean the same for everybody.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
And we just gotta
That's
understand.
why we got the podcast.
Right.
Different point of views and
For sure.
different shit going on.
Speaking of goddamn, these people that we look up to
Mhm.
and that influence us, my nigga.
Right.
We here to uplove you. You feel me? Because it's a lot of motherfuckers looking up to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You're inspiring a lot of motherfuckers right now.
Appreciate it.
You feel me? We proud of you. I mean, I normally get this whole little big shebang, but
Yeah.
you said a lot of shit, my nigga, that I ain't even really gotta say too much.
For sure.
But we appreciate you for coming on this motherfucker.
No doubt.
You feel me?
I appreciate y'all.
Nah,
guys.
for sure,
Y'all
for
got
sure.
a special thing going.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
More people gonna be coming up here for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
More people gonna be coming up here for sure, man.
We definitely appreciate you, my
Yeah,
bro.
y'all. The word is the word, man. Real life for real.
Real life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
y'all
sir.
bring a bunch of flavor up here.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate
Bunch of
it.
flavor, and that's good to
Appreciate
have
it.
though. Everybody have different point of views. That's good for any guest coming up here because you don't know whatever question these guys gonna pose. You just don't know.
Hey, man,
And these guys, what I got reached out to, and normally they do things they way. They like, hey, you up for a podcast interview? I said, yeah. He said, what about Sunday at 4? Yeah, no questions.
No question at all.
You just gotta show up and don't even think that you know what they gonna talk about. These guys, they gonna throw some wrinkles your way. So hey,
Yes, sir.
don't even come on the podcast think you gonna know what the questions is because you don't.
And
You don't.
remember, motherfuckers.
So what it is,
remember this.
man, real life for real.
When you see me in the streets, nigga, you don't know. But you know
remember
what the fuck you like, dog.
remember too. Even as a crying fiend,
Mama, you always
that
want
right
the
there.
black queen.
That nigga
Mama,
right there.
don't you stop. Don't you stop.
She chose a crack fiend for me.
You might understand what
Hey man, I'm gonna
these is.
stop by the store, kill one of these crackheads, man, and just make him a black queen, I guess.
Hey, man, we